Abuse is a daily reality for many children in Nigeria. One of the most recent incidents is that of an 11-year-old boy who was almost burnt to death after he was accused of practicing witchcraft by his community. CGTN's Kelechi Emekalam reports.
God-gift Nyam escaped death by the whiskers, but the scars on his body will continue to tell a tale of how a community meant to protect him condemned him to death. He was accused of witchcraft, and to rid the community of the supposed evil, the villagers tied him up, drenched him in fuel, and set him on fire. But his mother rescued him.
Some villagers came to me and said I made one woman sick, so I should follow them to the hospital and remove the sickness. We went to the hospital, but I didn't know anything about the woman's sickness. The next thing they said is I was a witch. They took me to another compound, tied me up, and put fire on my head. It was my mother who came to untie me and rush me to hospital. Although I did not make the woman sick, I have forgiven those people for what they did to me.
I'm still shaken up. The first time it happened, I couldn't even talk because each time I opened my mouth, I could only cry. It was my son who explained what happened. The government is handling the case, but no arrest has been made. Although I was really hurt, but after we got discharged from the hospital and I saw my son recovering, I have decided to leave the people who did this wicked act in the hands of God. I thank God that my son is alive.
God-gift is one of the many victims of child abuse in Nigeria. The UN's children's agency UNICEF reports that 6 out of every 10 children in the country experience some form of violence. In spite of the country's 2003 Child Rights Act, rape, child marriage, kidnapping, neglect, child labor, and many forms of violence are committed daily against Nigerian children. What's worse is many perpetrators still go unpunished.
People are ignorant of the law. I will not say it's poverty. Illiteracy is also one, and it also falls under ignorance. Another reason is broken homes. You know, children from broken homes suffer abuse most because they have nobody to defend them. But the problem we have is that because of the ignorance and also religion hinders this law from being practiced.
Advocates blame the authorities for not doing enough to protect children in Nigeria. Several states are yet to domesticate the Child Rights Act. A strengthened legislative and institutional framework is required, and quickly, to protect children vulnerable and exposed to violence, abuse, and exploitation. Kelechi Emekalam, CGTN, Plateau, Nigeria.